All right. Tuesday recap. So again, today we had no news. Um, so was aware of that. But also looking at what we did overnight, right? We opened right here. We got a nice bullish flow going. And looking at the 4 hour, we mitigated this. We got a nice rejection out of it. And it looks like we could come back to all-time highs right here. Um, So really, I would be leaning a lot more towards longs. So looking at where we started off, right? 930 was right here. We're in this range. So keep in mind, this is very important for today, is that we are in a range, right? We go lower, right? And we sweep out liquidity, all that shit, right? Popping back down in the 5 minute. And then Um, at this point, even though Nasdaq is closer to these highs, ES was definitely more bullish. You'll see this right here, right? So 930 opens and we displace down, we sweep out lows, and we're inside of like a 15-minute gap. And so if you're looking for longs, this 5 minute inverse would look pretty clean, but turns out ES wanted to move more, right? And we get that flip right here. Now, two things that made me not take this entry. Number one being there there wasn't a good entry really. Um, if I took this right here, I'd have to take it like something like this, right? And I would have to go break even here or break even there. And at that and like since we're in a range, I really don't want to be risking it. And speaking of range, number two, since we are arranging, right? What do we do when we range? We just go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Did we sweep out all these lows? Yes. Let me show you on ES, right? So did we sweep out all these lows? Yes. Did we flip? Yes. We got a nice 5 minute close right here. Um, I mean, the wick obviously would have thrown me off. I probably wouldn't have taken that, but we inverse the 5 minute. These highs, we created equal highs. We should hit those, right? We should go up. But the problem with that is that we're still in a range. We haven't broke out of that range, right? If I want longs, what I would need to see is a break above, at least a 5 minute high or something. So like right here, I would need this to see broken, and for that to be broken, it would need to probably hit this, right? So I would need to see something like not just this right here, but this, right? Good displacement, retrace, and then take it to this high. But if that high was taken, wait for it to displace above that high, and then these highs are free. But the problem is that it was never confirmed that we were going higher because we never broke above a high. This was simply a reversal play. And not, I don't mind reversal plays. I'm trying to stray away from it because that's what I was doing a little bit before when I was not very locked in. And they do work, obviously, but they're not as high probability, in my opinion. And it's just it's much easier to just wait for like confirmed you're going higher, wait for a retrace with a move that you know is going to go higher, and then just take that higher. Um, so yeah, this is more reversal play. If we were making clean, if we weren't ranging before and we're making clean highs, 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 we do this thing where we sweep a low and then we get a flip. That I would take that entry, that reversal, because the high time frame is just so much more bullish, but just because right before here, this shitty range, more times than not, even if you're bullish, like you'll just get shorts on these days, and that's the only thing that plays out. Um, and I was looking for shorts right here to Asia lows. We had Asia lows on the Nasdaq, and Nasdaq refused to go higher right here. Like if you look on ES flipped this gap perfectly, just refused to get through that gap, dumped, and then we never got a high quality retrace. Um, I did take a paper trade for like a simulated winning day or something. Um, and I took it here, which you're probably looking and like, what the fuck? What are you going off of? There's no displacement. There's no really anything. It's kind of shitty. Only thing I was looking off of was ES. ES broke below these lows, retraced, and then got a fat displacement right here. And then we wick up and then slows down, and that is this candle right here. So based off of ES should not go higher at this point, which would bring the Nasdaq lower. Nasdaq has been more bearish, so winning day. So that's it for the day. The day ended up just ranging. Um, it looked very promising today too, which besides the ranging pre-market, but it looked very promising. There was definitely a lot of moves that could have happened that would have been good setups, but none of them really were high probability, and none of them would have worked. So yeah, that's it for the day. W no trade day.